Alright guys, I got a little bit of time to ban at this Q&A. I read everything here on this envelope. And yeah, that's my name, whatever. Let's see. How did you start writing? Well, when when you're into games, animation, everything, you see all these weird, you see like all this fantasy stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You see something like, Final Fantasy, you see Jak and Daxter, you see Ratchet and Clank, Sonic the Hedgehog, you see games in that genre, and you're just kind of like, you know what? What do I got? What can I do? And I think the first thing I really took seriously was um, it's away somewhere and needs to be updated, but I had a mob story. It was about this guy during the Great Depression. He ends up just meeting this capo, and he ends up working for him, and eventually, he meets his girlfriend, eventually wife, and then it gets to that time where they are having their lives on the line, and they say, you know what, it's time to relocate. So instead of Manhattan, they go to freaking Boston. They start over, and once they get found out, the Godfather takes the blame on everything. He doesn't tell the guys involved. He gets locked away for the rest of his life, and the guys continue their lives as if nothing happened. And it just kind of went off from there, man. Like, I stopped writing after I took a journalism class in college, and got down to the point where it's just kind of like, you know what, you're a good storyteller, but read between the lines, I kind of got it. But I actually was reading a lot of fan fictions at the time. Some of them cringeworthy, some of them very good ideas. And I think I just started out with Kurmu and just went from there. It's been a lot bigger than what I thought it was, and hey, kind of like how it's been turned out. It's really a stress reliever. It is hard, I will say. Just going to answer everybody's questions here. The ideas come from random places. It's hard to keep every story different in a way, but it's kind of like here you have the main elements, like keeping people in their character, the plot, where the direction is going, and then there's a couple like branches off over here. Like here's the main piece, there's a piece over here, piece over here, piece over there. It just kind of works out that way. As far as motivation goes, man, and like what you need to do, don't overthink. That's number one. I say that to a lot of people, and I really mean it. Don't overthink. Let's see. Well, music could help. Don't quote me on that, but just a clear mind. And sometimes, if you have an idea right in your head, some people gotta write it down. I wrote it down on a freaking envelope for crying out loud, and it just stuck with me. Let's see, plot challenge. The first thing you gotta do, I think I just want to label out the character and just set up where his role is from there, and that would be like your first or second chapter. Then it goes into where you want to go with it, if you know what I mean. As in, do I want to take this direction? Do I want to take that direction? What do I want him involved in? That's what's next. And you just kind of keep branching off of it. You could make this thing 50 chapters. You can make this thing 20. It really depends on a lot of times plot and a lot of times the backdrop of what you want things like cuddling times, dinners, dates, times out, overall how they fit into the story, like if it's school life, is it guild life, so many. It's a loaded question. Okay, any chance of an Asya story? Uh, yes, confirmed. No date. I got a lot of stuff I gotta take care of, including finishing stories. Otherwise, I'm just gonna load them there instead of uploading it 1 week. It'll be like 2 or 3 weeks, and it'll just be a mess. Um, I do have a good direction where Asuka is going to go, though. I do have something in mind for there, so stay tuned for that. Then I have, let's see, is there going to be an Urza? Yes, that's on top of my list. Mentor Titania. It's going to be about a boy wanting to join the guild and learn his swordsmanship underneath, the legendary S-Class Urza Scarlet. And I think that's going to work out very well. And finally, Cocoa. Yes. Strawberry Yandere, release date, it's February. Don't quote me on this. Like I said, I'm trying to finish a couple of things up, but I hope in a month or so. Yes, we're going to have co-weapons. We're going to have quotes from him. As far as the boyfriend and everything else, her lover, I got a good concept for him. I've just been trying to iron out the details. Like I had a way this is gonna go, and where she's mean and she starts to talk to him a little bit. Then there's suitery. Then there's okay, we'll hang out a little bit, and then there's okay, I got this family troubles. Then all in all, he eventually meets the dad and such, and he approves. Obviously, not right away. Cocoa, I think, could be it's going to be an interesting adventure. I think it'll be a lot more. It's definitely going to be more complicated and not as easygoing as Blood and Breath or Mocha, which is one of my favorites that me and Joshi did. But Cocoa, it's definitely going to be. It's hard to play the bitch girl that she wants people in her life, but she doesn't really know how because she's been hurt and she's lonely. Gotta give credit to that. Let's see, other stories coming up. I don't have the giant list in front of me, but one that I want to get rid of, just because I really like the character, would be Yukino from Fairy Tail. I just kind of like your character and personality, and I got something to go off of there. Let's see. The originals. I'm actually happy that a lot of people have been liking my originals. Let's see. There is a police partner one. There is her royal average. It's a picture of Stella and Iki. It's about this prince who tries to blend in with society, and this is around the Cinderella time period. Whereas the dad's gonna go up to him and go, "Look, son, I'm gonna die soon. I want grandkids, so you are gonna find a maiden." And he's like, I can't meet him. He goes, "Oh yeah, but you're gonna have to hurry it up." So he's gonna want to try and put him with some rich girl, snobby, whatever, and he just wants a normal girl who really doesn't know anything about the life. Can't say I blame him though, especially since he wants to try and blend in with all the other boys and girls around the teenage years. As far as another original going on, let's see. There's Restless, of course. That's gonna be fun. Just click off something. Then I got something where one of my favorite Canadians. I'm not sure if he's gonna be watching this one or not, but we got a concept of it's gonna be in our Monster Girl story. Probably after we're done with Muro, but it's going to be a Florida boy. He sees a boat crash and he sees this girl in the water. He jumps off his boat and everything. And he goes, "Okay, oh my God, it's a girl, and she's unconscious, but she's alive." Then he just tucks her underneath and he goes, "Wait a minute, what? Shark? Yeah, Shark Girl." It's going to be a very interesting time. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for the questions that I got so far. If there's any more, anything I missed, please just comment, let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can because I just love doing this, and I'll be around to answer everyone's questions. I'm not working at the moment, but no tears here. And I hope to get with everyone, express ideas, story plots, anything like that. All I gotta do is just comment, and we'll have a good time. Anyways, guys, this is it for me. I gotta make some couple of calls. I got live stream going on, and that's about it for me. Take it easy, guys. Later.